Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. My name is KayPhnae, but all my friends call me Kay. And since you're here, you might as well stay a while because it's a Kiki over here. Honey, it is a makeup and chit chat. Yeah, it's giving makeup and chit chat. We talked a little bit, and then we got this look. So if you want to learn how to get this look, or if you just want to listen to me yap, then stay tuned and make sure that you like the video. Alright y'all, so we are in the room trying to get ourselves together, and I was like, you know what? Let me pull out the camera and talk to the girlies while we get ready, get dressed, to go. And honestly, I don't even have a plan on where I'm going. I just know that I went to the gym this morning and I'm feeling, I'm feeling like I need to be out. I need to be walking around, getting some steps. And honestly, what's the best way to get steps than to go window shopping? So that's what we're about to do. But I was like, I could pick up the camera and talk to the girlies. So that's what we gonna do, honey. That's what we gonna do. But first things first, we're gonna tackle this hair. We are about to curl it. This is it. So curling iron, Sebastian shaper. That's all you need. And white can. Now, can't get the black can. I don't know, but this is what works for me. I am a girl who likes to, when I curl my hair, I clip it up too. So that's that. So we're gonna do this. Once you comb it, then you go through and you spray it, comb it again, and that's your way of kind of combing the hairspray in and not having it being all extra crispity, crunchity, and all that extra stuff. Also, I did take my nails off. I'm gonna do a nail break up until it's time for me to go on vacation. And that's in like 2 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna do a nail break for that. Yeah. And the curl is gonna look like that. You just grab it. And pin it up. There you go. And I don't know about y'all, but one thing about it, it's always gonna be hair then makeup in this household. I don't know how people do their makeup and then try to play with their hair. Like, honey, did you not sweat during that process? Did you not? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Anyways, I'm finna continue to curl up the rest of my hair, and I'll be back so we can chit chat while we do our makeup. All right, girl, so the hair is curled. Now it's time to get into this makeup. Now, I'm not usually a chit chat, stir the pot up type of person, but, well, online I'm not. But I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about something. So look, right now, we are fresh off of, Juneteenth. Obama just did his opening of his center. Like, everybody is very much, for the people. Right now, technically, we are boycotting. I'm talking about technically. Technically, there's a call for a boycott in the Asian businesses due to that video. I'm pretty sure y'all saw the video. If y'all didn't see the video, I'll insert it here.
Boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower.
But with that being said, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So like, for instance, I was on TikTok today doing my little scroll after the gym or whatever, and I saw this video of this lady, and she's just like, y'all pretty much like y'all judging me and coming at me for not boycotting my nail salon when my nail salon has never done anything to me but support me. Like, they've supported me through this and through that. Like, I'm not leaving my nail salon, all of this, right? So the people in the comments are like, that's crazy. Like, imagine being her child and looking back at this, because you know the internet is forever, and looking back at this and realizing that, like, dang, something was really going on. Like, something was monumental in the Black community, and my mama didn't even like be a part of it. Like, she chose to keep the safety of her nail salon than to just be a part of a movement. And you know, that brings me to a way more, like, I ain't gonna say important, well, I mean, I guess, but a way more niche type of argument when it comes to Black women. Like, when we really think about it, Black women are always the watchdogs or the guard dogs for every person, everybody, honey. I gotta dry down my brows. Yeah, so there are the guard dogs for every person. And it's like, the minute we start saying, actually, forget y'all, now it's an issue. Do I think this lady is wrong for not, you know, not going with the rest of the community in boycotting? Personally, yes. But I also think that because I know that it's power in the numbers when all of us come together. I also think that she was wrong about the way she went about it, because technically, if you think about the whole Target situation, do you know how many people actually still shop at Target? Yeah, it's a lot of people that are still shopping at Target. The difference between them and that lady was she actively got on social media to tell people that she was still going to shop. Well, she was still going to go get her nails done at the salon, and then got upset when the people came at her like, why would you do that? Da, da, da. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense that people are, you know, coming at you, because why would you put it on the internet? If you really just literally wanted to do something because that's something you wanted to do, like, that's just who you are, you didn't have to post about it, but you chose to. And I think stuff like that really just, it just be making me feel some type of way, because I'm just like, how dare you do something for attention and then get upset when you get attention? It ain't the right attention you wanted, but you got attention. You got attention, because let's be honest, she wanted that. She wanted that, because why else would you get on the internet and rage bait a group of people and say, well, I'm not boycotting mine? You didn't have to say that. You could have just silently shut your mouth. And because you didn't silently shut your mouth, now everybody is, you know, well, all those people are like in her comments and doing all this extra stuff, and she's a bit upset. And I'm just kind of like, personally, I'm never a person that gets into somebody's comments and says something if I don't agree with what they're doing. Like, if I don't agree with it, I'm never gonna say anything. But at the same time, I do see it. You know what I'm saying? I do see it. So it's crazy. Anyway, let me do these brows real quick, because I can't talk into this, and I'm gonna cover it. Okay, so yeah, like that's just, it's just crazy. But it brings something else to the forefront, and that's something that I kind of started thinking about, which is why I'm so intentional with the type of purses that I buy. But I feel like the issue at hand, and hold up, because it's hair. You know, you found that hair and it's just like all over the place. It won't get out your way. Anyway, y'all see, melted. I'm going on my foundation. I don't know. I know what I was saying. Stuff like this brings into the whole issue of shopping black in the first place. Like, to me, I feel like the black community is the only community that does not intentionally, and when I say community, I'm talking about majority, that does not intentionally shop their own brands. Everybody else intentionally shops their own brands, which in turn, keeps the money in their community. Everybody else does that, and we don't. And I feel like shopping black shouldn't be a situation only when other people piss you off. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna only buy black makeup brands, or I'm gonna only buy makeup brands that do things for the black community because you didn't have enough shades. First of all, this is not the first time that community or that brand did not have enough shades. This is like actually the 7th or the 8th time. And you continue to keep shopping with them or keep going and doing certain things with them or for them because, it's beneficial to you. But if we were putting our money where our mouth is the first time, we wouldn't have some of these situations. We wouldn't have Target doing what they did, even though we spent so much money in Target. We wouldn't have some of these makeup brands literally releasing new products in 2026 where I might be the darkest shade. Like, we wouldn't have that. So I just feel like if we continue to just like only want to buy black when it's a major crisis or something like that, that's the issue. Like, buying black shouldn't be an effect. Like, because this happened, I started buying black. That shouldn't be an effect. That should be in our nature. We should prioritize buying black. Now, does that mean that black people who have these businesses do not need to learn to be better? Absolutely. Absolutely. But the same way that we give these companies grace that have been in business for 300 plus years, we can give these black people grace. Like, for instance, Hanifa. When I tell y'all I'm so pissed at those TikTok people with the way they did the Hanifa brand, and like I think her name is Anifa, the way they did her, I was so pissed at that. And primarily because my wedding is coming up and I really wanted my second dress to be a damn Hanifa dress, and it can't even be a Hanifa dress because y'all done literally make this lady go crazy. She probably going through postpartum stuff, and y'all are literally like tearing her down over a pre-order. That blew me. And I was just so upset, and I felt some type of way. And granted, I had never bought anything from Hanifa because I didn't have the money to get it. And I finally get the money to get it just to find out that this lady is closing down her business or taking a pause on her business because people decided to literally bully her. And I'm like, I see y'all talk about this package is late for Amazon, this package is late. I don't ever see y'all bully what's his name? Bezos. Y'all don't bully him. Yeah, it's taking a toll. So I think that as a people, and I'm not talking about like POCs at the moment, I'm talking about black people. As a people, I think that we just need to start thinking more collectively. Because sometimes, we like to think about ourselves. And I'm just like, imagine if some of these other people only thought about themselves. You would not have the luxury that you have right now. Imagine if the people who fought for your freedom just decided, well,
actually, I don't want to be a part of this.
Where would you be? Where would you be? So like, we have to be mindful of that. And that comment that I was talking about earlier, when they said, imagine this being your mom and you seeing in real time that your mom didn't step up for the revolution, that's so tea. Because like, if you think about like some of the the white people now, like, they are looking at some of their parents or grandparents, and they are disgusted with the way that they treated, like, Ruby Bridges, or like any of the other students that were coming to those schools or whatever. And now we have the opportunity to do that in real time, and people are not putting themselves to the side to think about the collective. And I think that's the issue. That's the issue. We have to start thinking about the collective. Stop thinking about self and think about the collective. Because when you really get into it, it's a lot of people out here fighting for your freedoms, but are going against their best interests. Some of those people who, some of those Democrats who are preaching for more taxes on the rich and those people were lawyers. They are literally willing to get taxed themselves to make sure that you're okay. Imagine if they started thinking for themselves. Then we will have literally a government full of self-centered people. And I think at this point we all know how that plays out. So yeah, I just, you don't have to actively be a part of something. But the same way that you're not actively being a part of something, you need to actively shut up. That's just what it is. Like, you don't have to do anything to make the boycott go along, but you don't have to do something to literally mess with the progress. Like, you didn't have to. That's just my way of thinking. Even if you don't want to, I'm not doing that. I love my nail salon. Like, they get my nails right. I finally found a salon that does right by me. That's perfectly fine, sister. We don't know you. We don't know who does your nails and all this extra stuff. But the minute you get online to show us, now we're looking at you sideways. Because now, maybe you were trying to be funny. Maybe you are trying to, like, make this a thing. Because if you weren't, would you really get online and post it? I don't know. I'm just speaking out. But what was the, I guess, what was the point? What was the point of hosting the video? Like, what was the point of that? And if you don't have a point, then that's the only thing that gets me. Like, I just never understand situations like that, because it's almost like you got out here to infuriate somebody, and the minute they got infuriated and they responded, now you confused. How are you confused? You came on here to bother these people about their doggone boycott, and you got upset when they said something back to you. We just have to do better. We have to do better. And again, I just think it goes to that whole us being a collective, us being together as a collective, because honey, I can't. And I truly do not understand why people would go out their way to, like, actively go against something that's supposed to be for the betterment of your people. I don't understand that part. But maybe it's not for me to understand. Because personally, I'm all for anything that advances my people. Anything that advances my people, anything that allows my people to be seen in a better light, anything, I'm down for it. So I don't know why people would do stuff like that. I just know that in order for us to be in a better place and be able to do more things and be able to be better, we got to do it collectively. And I know when they be like, sometimes, everybody can't come. But that's the thing about it. Everybody has to come. Like, even if these people make no sense to us, we still got to bring them. We still gotta bring them. They still gotta come. Like, let's be real. We have some cousins, some nieces, sisters, and brothers who just straight up just on some BS. But that don't mean we get to leave them. Like, we still gotta string them along. We still gotta pull them up and all the extra stuff. So I don't know. Because do they get on my nerves? Absolutely. Absolutely. The same way they get on yours. Comma, however, it's a collective effort. And I feel like if we're gonna do it, like, let's just do it for real. If we're gonna force, and I'm not even gonna say force, but if we're gonna literally just start flooding our community with our black dollars, then let's do that. But let's not do it based on a response to something. Like, let's do it because we want to support our sisters, cousins, brothers, or whoever else it is. Like, let's do it for that reason, not because, oh well, I walked into Louis Vuitton and they didn't speak to me, or they didn't do this. Was that the first time you walked into Louis Vuitton and they didn't speak to you? Exactly. And honestly, girl, at this point, you see you girls just yapping. But honestly, I feel like that's a deeper issue if we think about it. Because why are those other businesses the I feel like I made it situation? Because it's like, I don't know if y'all ever heard somebody, but like, when they buy something and they buy black, the minute they spend over, I ain't even gonna say spend over, because really they don't have a limit. The minute they spend something on a black owned anything, the product has to be perfection. It has to be perfection. The zipper can't break, the handle can't chip, nothing can happen. And I'm just thinking from bags in general, nothing can be wrong with that bag. For instance, everybody was so, oh, I want a curve bag, I'm really into a curve bag, I want this, I want that. The minute the man started getting out the bags in a way where he can mass produce it so he can get the people what they want, and one thing was not correct on that bag, child, them people went insane. Them people went insane. They was on line tearing him to pieces, honey. They was like, oh, that's why, see, I don't like when people keep doing all them, what is that? I don't like when people keep doing all them drops. That's why I love my must have joy toe. I love that. And nothing against must have joy, because the totes that I've seen are beautiful. But must have joy was already there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to pin one black owned business to another one to make your point. You didn't have to do that. But that's what we do. That's what we do to each other. And that's a part of that whole little collective thing, because like, you literally build him up. Like, everybody was so, oh, I want a curve, I want this, but I got to have one of them bags just for you to get it and see one flaw. Now all of a sudden it ain't worth it. These bags ain't, sugar honey iced tea. That's what happened when you try to mass produce. That's what happened with Like, you wasn't the person that was begging this man to get more bags because you needed them. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. It is insane. And personally, I do think at this point we need to have a a Jada Pinkett red table meeting, and everybody just needs to come and just come and bring your grievances and leave your grievances here. Once you say what you're gonna say, leave it here and let's move on, because personally, I'm tired of it. Our black dollar should not be spent with black people when you get upset with somebody else. No, you should be spending your black dollars with these black people because these is your people. because you understand the struggle, because you understand that as a black owner, they probably didn't get the same allotment as somebody else. They probably didn't get the same help as somebody else, and they still made it. You understand how literally insane it is for these people to make it when there's nobody out there to help them. That's why you should be spending your money on black dollars, not because you pissed off because somebody said something crazy to you. I'm just saying. Anyway, that is it for the face, honey, because I ain't doing no eyeshadow. I'm not doing no eyeshadow, but that is it for the face. I am about to take my tried and true, and I tell y'all all the time, this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. This is a dupe for the One Size. Now, I have not tried the Danessa Myricks. Maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't. But these two, they already get me right. Dry it down. And of course, the e.l.f., if you don't know how these work, the e.l.f. literally makes the face less powdery. So more, dewy and things like that. So it gives you more of a natural glow and gets rid of that powder feel. And then the L'Oreal is more so like hairspray but for your face. Whew. Sorry, girl, but you can't breathe. You can't breathe with that spray. And then of course, let it dry down. And again, this is the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair down, put my lip combo on, and throw some clothes on, because I told y'all I'm gonna go. I just want to chat for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so BRB. Okay, so this is the final look. It's giving. It's giving. See, the curls did what they were supposed to do. Let me get all the hair out of it, girl. I just usually take a little brush that looks like this and just run it through the curls. And the way to keep the curls without combing them all the way through is to literally just comb it in the direction of the curls. Comb it in the direction. Also for my lips, I have Juvia's Place as a lip liner, and then I have my Edam in Shakira Shaved Ice. But yeah. Anyways, y'all, like I said, if we want to do better, we have to get better as a collective. So let's start working on that. Anyway, in the chat, let me know what type of what black owned businesses you are supporting. I'll go first. I love a little Burn Blackwood. I love a little Glamaholic. I love a little Curves by Sean. I love a little NDG. That's really just verses, but you get it. So let me know what you like in the comments, and we'll chat later. Bye.